Thanks for stopping by and watching another episode of You Asked For It, how to do stuff for model railroading. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade grass mats. And the only thing you need for that is one of these non-stick cookie sheets or baking sheets, whatever they call them. Pick them up at Walmart, they're a couple of bucks each. Some static grass. Today we're using the Silphor brand, but any brand that you like the colors for, you do that. A tube of Elmer's glue or any white type school glue, and a static grass applicator. We are using the Pico grass applicator, but any of them will suffice, whatever brand that you buy or you like to use. All right, step one on this is just take your bottle of glue, open it up, and squeeze it out onto your pan here. You can use a paintbrush, piece of wood, whatever you want to mush it around with. Today I'm going to use just this little chip of wood here because I don't have a paintbrush handy. But basically I just coat the pan with the Elmer's glue. And you want to get it thick enough to cover the pan, but not so thick that you've got, you know, a big glob of it. You just want to sort of create a film of glue on the pan. This is so easy. It's one of those things you're going to think to yourself, well, damn, why didn't I think of that? Because, you know, when I started doing this, that's kind of what I thought. And then I realized, oh, wait, I did think of this. And you can tell all your friends the same when you do it. Okay, so we got our pan there pretty much covered with the Elmer's glue. Get it kind of nice and even there, so you don't have any dead spots. If you do have a couple dead spots, don't worry. It's just, it'll be grass that died, and your dirt will show through. All right, so fill up your static grass with whatever colors of the static grass applicator, with whatever colors of static grass that you want to use. We're going to use a mix here of these two colors. I've already got some of the light green in here. I'm going to throw some of the dark green in. And I'm going to have this a little more dark green than light green, but the light green will simulate some new grass. The dark green will simulate the regular grass. And then I'm going to throw in a little bit of this brown. That'll simulate some grasses that have died, grass spots that have died. Okay, so kind of mix those up a little bit there. Try not to get them all over your table. Now this one here, I want it to look so it's late summer, so there'll be some pretty dead grass. That's why I put so much of that brown in. Connect your alligator clip to your metal tray. Turn on your static grass applicator and then do it just like you do on the railroad when you're applying the static grass. And just give it a nice cover, however thick that you want it. Get it pretty close to make it stand up. This whole tray is electrified rather than just the nail that you had when you do it on your railroad. So if you get it pretty close there, it'll stand up really nice. And just keep covering it. And as you can see how from shaking it, the dark grass, the brownish grass comes through nice and random and just like it would in late summer. The closer you get this to the pan, the better that it works. But you don't want to get the glue on your screen, so try not to get it too close. And you just keep shaking it out until it gets to the thickness that you want it. And check it every once in a while just to make sure you didn't run out. Sometimes these come out in little clumps, so sometimes what you want to do is get in here and just kind of smash up the clumps a little bit so they They flow out a little bit better. Some of the brands don't clump up like that. I don't know why some do and some don't. But if you get them to clump up, maybe it has something to do with humidity or something. I don't know, I'm not a chemical grass expert. And try to get as much of the glue covered as you can. You can also do this with a flat sheet, and then you don't have these ridges getting in the way. I didn't have any flat cookie sheets handy, so we're using the baking pan. Okay, so that's as thick as I think I want to make that, because I would like some of the dirt, ground cover dirt that I put underneath it, to show through. So I think we're good with this. Then you put it aside to dry overnight. And here's a smaller one that we had made yesterday. And you see when it peels out of the pan, it has just a little backing on it. And then you can tear it into these pieces. So you can have smaller pieces to install. Or if you have a big field, like a soccer field or a yard or a park, something like that, once this is dry and peels out of the pan, put it down as one big sheet. And that is how you make your own static grass mats.